On New Year's Eve in 1999, a teenager named Eli is in his room chatting on AIM with his best friend, Danny, and his crush, Laura. Laura impresses him by hacking into the school's computer system and creating a video of herself beating up the senior students, which makes Eli laugh. After chatting, Eli visits Danny, a heavy-set guy trying to lose weight by exercising with his mom. Later, they head to Danny's room, realizing they'll be spending yet another New Year's Eve alone since they're social outcasts. To pass the time, they visit a video store and hang out with the manager, a stoner named Garrett. Danny smokes with him while Garrett goes on about conspiracy theories. As they leave the store, they run into trouble when a skate punk named Farkas and his friends start harassing them. They mock Danny about his fatness and even calling him Bezos. The boys stop by a convenience store where they run into Laura and her friends. Laura mentions that they're heading to a party that night, hosted by their schoolmate Chris. Before leaving, her friends steal some booze and take off. Danny then persuades Eli that they should go to the party so that Eli can finally get a New Year's kiss from Laura. That night, Eli and Danny arrive at the party, which is packed with their schoolmates. Among the crowd are Farkas, his friends, including Ash and a quiet loner named CJ. Chris, who knows Eli has a crush on Laura, acts like a jerk and warns him not to even think about making a move on her. He then hits Eli on his balls and runs away. As midnight strikes, everyone shares a kiss, except for Eli, who watches helplessly as Chris kisses Laura. Suddenly, the lights start flickering, and suddenly, there is a loud scream in the house. Everybody rushes upstairs, and the crowd finds Laura's friend Raleigh in shock. Her boyfriend was violently thrown off an electric bed, impaled by a ceiling fan blade. Then remote-controlled car with robotic arms rolls into the room. Everyone gets shocked when the remote-control car stops in front of a young boy, Trevor, and it suddenly ignites, pulls out a lighter. The boy thinks it's a joke and says he always used gel, not hairspray. The robot car then ignites a lighter and sprays hairspray on a boy, setting his head on fire. Everyone scrambles to escape, but many are killed in the mayhem. Electronic devices continue their rampage. One guy has his crotch shredded by a blender, while a VCR violently launches tapes, hitting people in the head. Even a larger machine grabs one guy by the crotch and crushes his balls. In front of Laura, a Tamagotchi suddenly comes to life and drills into Raleigh's skull. Danny thinks this machine will kill everyone, so he reacts fast and stomps it to pieces. Chris tries to get Laura to escape with him, but she refuses and stays with Eli and Danny. As Chris runs, he trips and a microwave fries his head. Eli, Danny, and Laura manage to hide in Chris's garage, where they find Farkas, Ash, and CJ. When Farkas starts making rude comments again, Danny finally stands up to him, calling him out for years of bullying. Before they can process everything, a towering robot made of fused appliances bursts in and impales Danny through the chest. The group quickly blocks the robot from getting in, while Eli stays by Danny's side. With his last moments, Danny urges Eli to keep going and even hands him a protection, just in case he gets lucky with Laura. Heartbroken, Eli leaves his best friend behind as he dies. Once outside, Farkas attempts to skate off a fallen pole, only to stupidly fall off and smash his skull on the pavement where he dies. Ash is briefly mournful of her friend before she and the others have to keep moving forward. After everyone leaves, a giant robotic machine emerges from the room which has wheels on its foot. The robot then scans the Farkas body and grabs one of his devices and starts dancing. The group makes it into the woods and reaches a hideout run by Laura's ex-boyfriend, Jonas. Eli, still grieving, shares his pain with Laura over losing Danny, while Ash and CJ grow closer. The group goes inside the hideout and finds Garrett along with Jonas's crew, who call themselves the Collective. There, they discover that the threat is part of a global conspiracy, where all technological gadgets have united to enslave humanity. Later, the group discovers Eli's personal computer, which has also gained sentience and now has a physical body. Strangely, it still remembers Eli. Hoping to use it to connect with other machines in the network, they ask Laura to hack into it. Laura successfully creates a kill code to shut down the algorithm, now dubbed itself as the Amalgamation. The computer suddenly turns hostile and grabs Laura by the neck. Desperate, Eli tries to reason with it, even confessing his feelings for Laura. When that fails, he grabs a glass tube to hit the computer, but it automatically shows picture of Danny and him, which makes him stops. But the computer even starts grabbing Laura tightly, so he quickly dumps bong water on the machine, short-circuiting it and freeing Laura. The group is then cornered by the amalgamation, who is using electronics to make itself bigger. As the night goes on, Eli watches Jonas try to rekindle things with Laura, making him feel like he never had a chance with her. Suddenly, the robot from Chris's house finds them and launches an attack. The group fights back, with Ash and CJ narrowly avoiding death. Meanwhile, Garrett, in a bizarre attempt at heroism, swallows a handful of pills, grabs a weapon and charges at the robot, only to get his arm sliced off, followed by his head. The others take cover in a porta potty, but Eli nearly gets dragged out until Laura pulls him inside. The whole thing then topples down a hill and crashes into a lake, where Eli, once again, misses his chance to kiss Laura. The group makes their way into town and reaches the video store, where they stumble upon a survivor from the old world, Limp Bizkit frontman Fred Durst. He sadly recalls how his bandmates were killed, except for Wes Borland, and admits he's lost all hope. Ash, a huge fan of Limp Bizkit and similar bands, refuses to let him give up. She delivers an inspiring speech, urging him to keep going. Feeling a mix of emotions, the group then trashes the store as a way to release their frustration. After this, the group heads to the high school, where they find other survivors gathered by the machines, including Eli's parents. The bug controlling the machines reveals its plan: to assimilate the humans by trapping their minds in an artificial reality, the digital realm. Laura, however, has come up with a kill code to insert into the bug's mainframe, but they must find a way past the machines to upload it. Just then, a small machine that ejects discs attacks the group, killing CJ. Enraged, Ash destroys it. Eli steps up to the front with Fred and Ash, attempting to give a speech about the wild night he's had. He ends up revealing to Danny's mother, Cheryl, that her son has died. Just as he almost has everyone's attention, he awkwardly ends his speech with something about being human, which everyone finds cheesy. Feeling the tension, Eli joins Laura to search for the mainframe, while Fred and Ash lift everyone's spirits by performing George Michael's Faith. Eli and Laura find the bug's mainframe, where it taunts them with its plan to enslave all of humanity. Laura attempts to insert the kill code, but the bug fights back with powerful electrical jolts. In a moment of realization, Eli remembers the protection Danny gave him. They wrap it around the kill code and manage to shut the bug down. With the bug gone, all the machines begin to break down and humanity is saved. Eli reunites with his parents and tells Cheryl that Danny was a hero who helped them survive. He introduces Jonas and the others as his new friends. Outside, Eli and Laura finally share a kiss. 5 years later, Eli, Laura, and Ash are about to graduate college. They visit Danny's grave to honor him, with Eli leaving Danny's favorite action figures as a tribute. As they walk away, Ash's iPod suddenly starts glitching, and the bug's face reappears, laughing maliciously, indicating that the algorithm has not been completely obliterated. In this way, movie ends here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more interesting movie recaps.